almost off your phone. Alrighty, we're just going to get started. Thank you again for your patience. We really do appreciate it. Just to give you a heads up, we will have some latecomers, so don't be surprised if you see a group of teenagers trekking on the side over here. But they are very excited to come see all of you folks. The presentation should only take about 40 minutes, so if you have someplace to be, just to give you an idea sort of when we're going to end. So it'll be about 40 minutes from now, okay? Awesome. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for joining us today as we conclude the Crossroads for Kids C5 Road to College tour. Over the course of the week, we had the opportunity to visit a variety of schools throughout Western and Central Massachusetts and ending in our hometown of Boston. Our stops included Clark University, Nichols College, the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, Amherst College, Springfield State University, Westfield State University, Wheelock College, and now at our current location in Harvard. As we are all here to celebrate the great accomplishments of this bright group of young leaders, I want to take a moment to share with you an email I received yesterday at the conclusion of our tour at Westfield State University. It reads, "Dear Victoria, it was a pleasure meeting you and your group this morning. I just wanted to let you know that your group was probably the best group to whom we have ever given our special group visit tour. The students were attentive, polite, they listened, and had a ton of great questions. I just wanted to thank you for bringing such a great group to visit Westfield State University and hope that you continue to bring many more. Sincerely, Caitlin Shea, Assistant Director of Admissions at Westfield State University." So not only is it the Crossroads for Kids family and your individual families that recognize what an amazing group of young leaders that you are, it's individuals such as Kate and all the other people who will soon be reading your college admissions applications, who will be conducting your future job interviews, that can see with such clarity the bright future that you are all building for yourselves. So, to conclude, I hope that you all continue to do such great things and that any college would be lucky to have you. I am now going to turn it over to our fearless leader, the Executive Director of Crossroads for Kids, Deb Samuels.
Hello, everybody. So this counts as one of my favorite days in the year. It has become such an important moment in the journey of all of our amazing teens towards becoming the incredible leaders of the future that we know that you can be. And when I look at this group, I was with a lot of you in Wyoming about this time last year, right? And it was about 500 degrees, and there was enough food for about half of us, right? And there was a lot of hiking going on, a lot of crazy stuff. And even then, under extreme conditions, you guys rose to the challenge. Just 1 year later, I can see the incredible growth in all of you. And it makes me so proud and so happy and so joyful to know that you've been out looking at college campuses, impressing people at colleges and universities. But you know what? That is not a surprise to me, because I am impressed by you every single time I have the chance to interact with all of you. And it makes me know that this is why we run this program at Crossroads for Kids. because each of you is a diamond, right? And we are just a polishing cloth. That's all we are. You guys were already diamonds. We're just shining up the surfaces just a little bit. And let me tell you right now, you are all radiating from this audience. So, on behalf of everybody at Crossroads for Kids, and I want to really speak on behalf of some of the people who have come here today to celebrate you. So all of your family and friends, thank you so much for coming and celebrating what amazing young people you have in your lives. We adore having them as part of our Crossroads and C5 family, and we love having you as part of that community too. So let's give friends and family a round of applause. The unbelievable and dedicated and hardworking staff team that worked with you this week, many of whom went through this college tour themselves not that long ago. Let's give them a round of applause because you know they deserve it. And we also have some special visitors here today too. We have Lisa from the Summer Fund in the back. Yeah. We have two members of our Board of Trustees. We have Ann Barlow, and we have Elaine Haffey. Elaine, where did you go? Oh, right here, Elaine Haffey. And then I also wanted to introduce Stu Peoples, who has been a huge supporter of Crossroads for many years. It's always wonderful to see you. So all these people have come here. Yes, we'll give you a round of applause. Sorry, we missed that. We missed that. All these people are here to celebrate not just the fact that you just went on a college tour, because lots of people go on college tours. This is a journey, and this is a really important step in the journey, because the way that you're going to reach your potential, and I know you will, is by having all of the options that are available to you open. And the way that you do that is to be open and to keep exploring all of those options and taking advantage of every opportunity that's in front of you. And I hope that if that's the only thing that you take away from your experience at Crossroads for Kids, that you will hold that with you for the rest of your life. Grab hold of those opportunities and always take advantage of them. So on behalf of everybody, I am so proud of you guys all day, every day, last year, this year, and for every year to come. And I'm really excited to see what you do in the next stage of your journey, and I'm super excited to see the video that you put together. So give yourselves a big round of applause. So it is now my great pleasure to introduce our first two teen speakers, Imari and Charlins. It's a long walk.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Amari,
And I'm Charlins.
and we were a part of the community focus group during the tour and stuff. And our purpose was to let the parents and all our visitors know about what we've been going over during the course of the tour and how the community interacts with the schools that we visited.
And our goal was also to look at the surrounding community and see why students went to that college because of the community, to see if they actually went into the community or if they stayed in the college all the time. Some of our problems were finding out the vibes of the school, because if it was a dangerous school, most students didn't go out into the community, so they couldn't interact with it. And also, we also had some problems if we had a biased opinion of the school, because if it had a good reputation, we would automatically think that it was a good school, even though there could be something wrong with it. And the same thing goes for a bad reputation. And we also had to really ask questions from the tour guide to get our information.
An accomplishment that our group made was just getting all the information that we got and telling everybody right now how we got through with getting all the information. Yeah. Oh, so now we're gonna introduce the media group, represent the people. Yeah, Crystal and Brianna.
Okay, this week, all of our wonderful C5 campuses had the great experience of visiting many different colleges and universities. In the beginning of this week trip, we had no idea what to expect. We went from college to college learning and experiencing about all the facts from population to even academic grade averages. This amazed us so much that we were eager and anxious to find out more about those schools. We had only 5 days to put a video together about how this experience went for all of us. We managed our time greatly and was able to create a successful video with the help of our wonderful staff and counselors.
In this video, you will see how the college trip impacted our lives as young teens and has left us with even more motivation for our promising bright futures. This media group took time to edit and make this video very special. This video means much to our C5 class, and we hope you enjoy watching it as much as we did making it.
This is the
Story of a group of young adults.
nominated to be in C5.
Where we stop following
and start leading.
for a brighter future.
Dante Black.
Clark is a medium-sized university in the city of Worcester. Worcester has a big nightlife for college students, including many restaurants and stores.
How has college prepared you for the future?
College has prepared me for the future in a couple ways. In my major, I'm a communications major, so I'll be kind of looking into a social media aspect or starting like in the entrepreneurship field. So it's helped me kind of, and it's a liberal arts education, kind of made me more well-rounded student.
Okay, so the school I like so far is Clark University. I immediately fell in love with the school because I like the liberal arts program that they offer, and it gives me a chance to explore my options.
He never walks around sad. Welcome to the life.
Nichols College is located in Dudley, Massachusetts. Dudley is a safe and family-oriented town where any college student could focus on their studies while enjoying their experiences.
My favorite college so far is Nichols College because the student classes are smaller and the campus is big, the sports are big, and that's my college right now in my mind.
Okay, my name is Charlin Spinesh, and so far my experience on C5 has been really fun. We've walked a lot, we've been to mad schools, some of them boring, some of them fun. Some schools that I really like was like Amherst and UMass Amherst. Some of the ones I didn't really like was Dudley and Clark. I really didn't like those schools, but it also helped us like understand like the process of how to get into schools and what they look for, and it let us realize like what we have to do to get ready to get into high school and that we can't slack.
That was good, quite nice. Ooh, feedback. I'm afraid now. Hi, everyone. Oh, it's doing it again. Stop it. Okay. Oh, I can't do anything right. So my name is Harrison. I've been working with Crossroads for Kids and C5 for the last 4 years. I started actually my freshman year of college at Boston University. And actually my first year working with C5 was this particular group's first year with C5. And I'm afraid to stand that close to the mic because it keeps reverbing. But it's really funny. Those like 4 years ago, watching this particular group of teens step off the bus for the first time, and they were all very excited and all very scared, all at the same time. In that like rush of emotion, like you could see it on the face of every single one of these teens. I know few of you have joined within the last few years, but this experience, that same experience, being excited and scared and nervous all at the same time, was the same for all of you. And then seeing you now, 4 years later, 4 years and basically a week later down the road, and seeing that same sense of excitement and fear and nervousness, even though it's a completely different journey or phase in your journey, I think it's definitely speaks to your character, because you're always looking for something more for yourselves. You guys have, I wrote my speech, but I kind of just forgot about it. That's okay. You guys have faced all of your challenges. You guys have climbed mountains, literally and figuratively. You've battled outrageous weather. I remember, I think it was probably your lantern year, or maybe, yeah, where it rained like 40 days straight, and everybody was just wet and muddy and cold and miserable the entire time, but you guys handled it with grace and tact, as much grace and tact as you could. You've withstood the wrath of someone like Rory throwing chairs during an intense game of spoons. And I mean, like, I swear in that moment when we were playing, I saw her eyes turn red, and I feared for my life for a few seconds. But it's just experiencing this whole process with you guys has definitely been a wonderful experience for me. And I really want to wish you guys all the best of luck in the coming year in your search for the perfect college, and in the rest of your educational career. And just know that you have a wonderful, fantastic staff and program that you're a part of, and friends, family with, who are willing, more than willing to sacrifice their own time, their own lives to help you achieve. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm standing here today, is because I want to see each and every single one of you achieve and go places and do things, because it really is on you guys to change the future of our society and our world. And so I know in the beginning of the week, when we were up at Camp Lapham, I started reciting a poem to you guys, and it's actually my favorite poem of all time. And I unfortunately forgot what the words were, I think about 3 phrases into it, so I stopped. But I think it's actually appropriate. I have gone through it a lot of times since, so I'm praying that I remember it all. But I definitely think it speaks to this moment about not being afraid to ask for help, knowing that you are capable of achieving things, that, yeah, it's going to be a tough road, and yeah, you're going to have to ask for help, but you are able to do it. So I'm prepared. I'm prepared to recite this poem because I practice it a lot. So this poem is called Point B, and it's, again, by the same author from that poem that I was saying earlier, Sarah Kay. So here it goes, and I apologize. I'm not going to forget it. Knock on wood. Okay, so this is Point B by Sarah Kay. Instead of mom, she's going to call me Point B. So that way she knows that no matter what happens, at least she can always find her way back to me. And I'm going to paint the solar system on the back of her hands. So that way she has to identify the entire universe before she can say, oh, I know that, like the back of my hands. And she's going to learn that this life will hit you hard in the face, wait for you to get back up so it can kick you in the stomach. But getting the wind knocked out of you is the only way to remind your lungs how much they like the taste of air. There is hurt here that cannot be fixed by Band-Aids and poetry. So when she first realizes that Wonder Woman isn't coming, I'll make sure she doesn't have to put the cloak on all by herself. Because no matter how wide you stretch your fingers, they will never be big enough to catch all the pain you want to heal. Believe me, I've tried. It's happening again. Oh, wait, no, I wrote it down. That's okay. It's in my backpack. Dang it. The other half of my speech. It's okay. I know. This happened last time. And of course, all the times I practice it. All the pain you want to believe me, I tried. And baby, I'll tell her, don't put your nose up in the air like that. I know that trick. You're smelling for smoke. So you can follow the trail back to the burning house to find the boy who lost everything in the fire to see if you can save him, or else find the boy who lit the fire in the first place to see if you can change him. But I know that she will anyway, so I'll always keep an extra supply of chocolate and rain boots nearby, because there's no heartbreak that chocolate can't fix. Okay, there's a few heartbreaks that chocolate can't fix, but that's what the rain boots are for, because rain will wash away everything if you let it. I want her to see the world through the underside of a glass-bottom boat, to look through a microscope at the galaxies that exist on the pinpoint of a human mind, because that's the way my mom taught me, that there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this, my mama said, when you open your hands to catch and wind up with only blisters and bruises, when you step out of the phone booth ready to fly, and the very people you want to save are the ones who are standing on your cape, where your boots will fill with rain and you'll be up to your knees in disappointment, and those are the very days you have all the more reason to say thank you, because there's nothing more beautiful than the way the ocean refuses to stop kissing the shoreline no matter how many times it's sent away. Ocean. No matter how many times it's sent away. The things I have to do to remember. And baby, I'll tell her, remember that your mama is a warrior and your papa is a warrior, and you are the girls with small hands and big eyes who never stopped asking for more. Remember that good things come in three, and so do bad things. And always apologize when you've done something wrong, but never apologize for the way your eyes refuse to stop shining, your voice is small, but don't you ever stop singing. And when they finally hand you heartbreak, slip hatred and war under your doorstep, and hand you handouts on street corners of cynicism and defeat, you tell them that they really ought to meet your mother. And that's it. And I'm realizing now that there was also one other line in there about you will put the wind in winning, or no, in winning. Winning. You will put the wind in win some, lose some, and you will put the star in starting over and over. And no matter how many landmines erupt in a minute, be sure your mind lands on the beauty of this funny place called life. And that was the other line that I forgot, and that was like the good part. But don't. As you can tell, I'm a very unconventional speech reader. I like to wing things, even though I write them down. I usually just forget to read it while I'm up here. But again, I just want to congratulate you guys so much. I know when you guys started the program, I wasn't working directly with a lot of you, but that doesn't mean that I haven't enjoyed watching how much you've grown and working with you over these last few years, whether it's through teen weekends or your year-round events, and even this summer. Being with you guys on the college tour, and I really appreciate how open you guys have been to accepting me into your family, because I know how tight-knit of a group you are, and it's so great to see how wonderful of a family you guys have been, and I've enjoyed being able to find small inside jokes with some of you. I'm still trying to figure out where the spoon's at, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for me, because not only have I hopefully taught you something, but you guys have taught me more about myself, and I'm very, very thankful. So congratulations on completing this momentous year in your program, and I expect great things from you guys in the future. So Godspeed.
Where are we right now, Lizette?
Where are you, Miss Amherst?
Bob, what are your expectations?
I
expect it's going to be a big college and I'll gather more information about the school, and it's going to be a little bit of walking, just a little tad bit walking.
What are your expectations for the college tour?
My expectations are to learn a lot about the financial process and whatnot, because it's really expensive. So just to find out how to do it and what to go on online and stuff to help you.
Okay.
Pyramid. At the bottom you have your general education requirements. Right in the middle you have your college requirements. Right at the top is major requirements.
So, you know, this is how good the food is. We have cooked, saute.
This is the table that we all just ate. This is my plate, my plate, my plate, my plate. And we're at, what college is this?
UMass Amherst.
We're at UMass Amherst, is that right? Okay, say bye.
Bye.
Hi everyone, my name's Lisa.
And I'm Julia, and we're representing the research group.
So our role was to research about different institutions in Massachusetts.
It's okay. Just keep going, it's all right.
Some things we looked at were sports and also majors.
So before this week, a lot of us came in really confused and overwhelmed with the whole college process. I know I was, and I was completely clueless about literally everything.
For example, many of us were really concerned about majors. But luckily, throughout our tour, we were reassured that it's okay to apply undecided or even switch your major. In fact, it's actually really common.
And so this week we were given a really special opportunity, and we were able to sleep in dorms every single night this week. And I think that that's really special because we were able to envision ourselves in the college and kind of like actual students at each university. And it allowed us to picture ourselves actually living at a university or college for 4 years, and that's something we obviously have not experienced yet. So that was kind of good to get a little head start.
Overall, I feel that this experience was truly eye-opening. Honestly, I feel that each and every one of us has definitely gained a better understanding of college, whether it's concerning the application process or scholarships. But besides the valuable information we gained, I feel that C5 has really enabled us to really expand our horizons and has really provided the platform for us to practice our leadership. And therefore, we are truly, really grateful for this opportunity.
Springfield is known as the birthplace of basketball. It is a very urban area and one of the largest cities in Massachusetts, second to Boston. Springfield College is very community-oriented. Every year they dedicate a day to serve their communities.
Yes. In what ways has college challenged you?
College has been very tough in the social aspect. You go from a place where you have mom and dad around, or in my case, mom, and she's telling you what you need to do and reminding you things. And then you go to a place where you have hundreds of friends available any time of day or night, and they want to go eat, they want to play video games, they want to do everything that might be against what you need to do. So it's challenged me to think about my goals and how my actions help or hurt my goals.
The show goes on all night till the morning we dream.
come here for a sec? So what do you like so far about Westfield College?
I like that the buildings are close to each other, so you don't have to walk as far across campus to get to your other classes, or maybe this is just the beginning, so I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more stuff to offer.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Gio,
Hi, I'm Lisa.
and I just want to give thanks to C5 for giving us this opportunity on going on the college tour, because it gives us the opportunity of actually knowing how college really is, the campuses, and all the applications and stuff like that, and all that good stuff.
First name was set. Last name. Go. So how was the food?
It was good, but they don't have beef for the Fritos.
It's raining.
It's raining.
It's raining.
It's raining.
It's raining.
On
Look
me.
For videotaping me, singing the entire time.
MTV crib, show them around the crib out there.
Alright, so that's a bed. That's a bunk bed.
Oni, how do you like the trip so far? How do you like the trip so far? I'm talking to you.
How's everyone doing? Good. I want to also say welcome to our lovely young C5ers that just entered into the room. We can give a round of applause to them. So glad you guys made it down quickly and safely. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jamal Barnes. I had the great fortune of coming in with this lovely class, I guess 4 years ago now, or 4 years and a week ago, according to Harrison's calculations, and I trust him on math. To take the role of being this class's team leader during their Flint year, and really bringing them into the program and seeing them grow in C5. So that's who I am. Before I get started, I just want to share 2 words. I was thinking about one word that would describe this week and our experience this week. That word is phantasmagorical. I was thinking about also one word that would describe the way in which each of you has related to the people that you have met. And I'm sure you know it. It is amicable. The propensity to be friendly. This week we've been working on our SAT terms so we can prepare to rock it in the next few months. As we know, the PSAT and the SATs are on the horizon for each and every one of you. And this week we've talked about going to college, applying for college, but there's also a crucial step that needs to be taken, and that's getting ready for those PSATs and those SATs, and as we learned, the ACTs as well. So for our families and for our guests, I just want to frame the college tour just a little bit. Where did this come from? How does this relate to spending time on the border of New Hampshire for 4 weeks every summer, to flying out to Wyoming, to making and developing a social justice summit? How does this all connect? At C5, we firmly believe in 5 key phrases. Each of us are character-driven. We're community-focused. We are challenge-ready. We are college-bound, and we are committed to building a better future. And we thank each and every one of you for allowing us the time to work with your young leaders, because that's a huge commitment, to give your child to a group of people and say, it's going to be okay. And we're so thankful that each and every one of you hasn't only done it once, but continues to do it every summer, weekends during the year. The college tour is more than just seeing schools and chatting with people and going on a fun trip and staying in dorms. It's about exploring our options, learning about our future, and making our dreams come true. Enough about that. When I think about this class and I think about your young leaders, 2 words come to mind: challenge and commitment. Each and every one of these beautiful smiles have faced challenges. Every year, something can deter them from coming back to Crossroads, coming back to C5. Nevertheless, they're committed to being part of our program, to building the future that they wish to see. Those are the 2 words that come to mind when I think of each of you. And it reminds me of the fact that throughout all of these challenges and throughout difficulties, whether it's going to school every day and actually making the good